I was just having some awesome downloads about the ego. And the way I look at the ego is it's not bad. It's not good or bad. It's just it's just good. But it can be programmed poorly. But because we can heal it, it's not the ego's fault, That's it's not the ego's fault that it is programmed the way that it is. That's the trauma that we took on in this life. That's the generational trauma and sort of chosen path of pain for us to remember who we are, for us to wake up and then learn how to return to love, learn how to make peace with the past, make peace with others, make peace with the world, and then learn how to set boundaries that are healthy for us. And these are all ways to program the ego. We start to program the ego for in love. So then the mind, 111, when I said that too, that's cool. When we program the mind, we're programming the ego. The ego is the conscious mind. It is not contained in our brains. It's all around us. You can picture it. You have a mental picture that's part of the ego. All right. It's like the tool belt for consciousness is the mind. 144. God, see, it's beautifully divinely timed when you're tapped in. When you're tapped in, it just feels good. And that's kind of what I'm learning to do. It's something that I do very naturally when I use plant medicine. And it changes the way you experience reality, especially when you consider that all is mind. So this is really a mind within a mind. It's a reflection of the universal mind, which is physical reality. Part of physical reality, or part of the universal mind, is physical reality. So everywhere you are, you can sort of think about it as you are looking at the mind of God. You're observing the mind of God, of what you have made God in your mind. But if you make your mind aligned with the all, with source, with God, with infinite love, and you start to define your reality in that way, you see how you can start to change the way that you experience your reality. You change the mind, and then of course you need to have somatic experiences in the body. And when the mind isn't a constant threat anymore, because you have learned to heal those patterns and reprogram yourself, then you can actually start to create a very pleasant experience, a much more pleasant experience, and you can align with that. And what you align with, what you ultimately align with, however, you can create the most beautiful inner reality that is filled with love and joy and understanding and forgiveness, compassion, humility, patience, trust, surrender. The list goes on. There's all of these high character traits that you can align with that feel good to follow and believe in because they're tried and true and well documented. And you see them in examples of amazing people all around the world doing what they do authentically. And this could be art. It could be any type of expression. It could be speaking and sharing these ideas. It could be leading in certain industries. There are incredible, loving people all over the world who are doing amazing things. And when you look at them, you start to recognize those qualities in yourself. You're also triggered by how much more you could align with those types of things. And so it is something that forces you to, when you see authentic people, it forces you to see more of yourself. And that includes the parts that feel ashamed, that feel uncomfortable. But at the same time, that's illuminating where you are not perceiving yourself in a very loving way, where these people have chosen themselves and they love who they are and they love their unique expression. And through that love, they've found gifts. They have found their higher selves. They have found things that their soul already knows how to do, that it feels so natural. And now they're doing them and they're living a very aligned life. This isn't to glorify or say, oh, these people are perfect. It's to say that when we choose ourselves, and we choose to say, I really am worthy of love all the time. Why wouldn't I be? Right? Like, why wouldn't I deserve love? Why wouldn't I deserve healing? Why am I so bad that I don't deserve these things, that I'm not worthy of them? Because God doesn't see me that way. God sees me as this beautiful, amazing expression, doing the best that I can to be loving. Is that so bad? And you start to reprogram yourself to really start to see life this way. Like, why do I am co-creating my reality? Why am I in the situation I'm in? What is there here for me to learn? Why would I choose this for myself? And how can I allow myself to choose better for my future? This is a gift to my future self. All of the fucking work that I do, all of the work that we are doing to heal, to reprogram, to choose love, to want better for ourselves, it is about choosing loving realities for you. You deserve a loving partner, if that's something that your heart greatly desires. You deserve peace. You deserve time to yourself, time to rest. You deserve to know yourself very well. You deserve to feel forgiven and free and light. You deserve good health and well-being. And you deserve meaningful work and projects and activities that feel good to you. Whatever that might be right now. It doesn't have to be a lot. It could be really simple. I mean, for 3 years, I've basically just been sitting with myself for the most part. Everything in my life has been geared to give me more time to get to know myself and to figure out how to create a reality that feels good inside of me. Because if I feel good inside of me and before my body felt like fucking shit, and I create a body that feels good by aligning with love, by filling myself up with God, that I'm going to feel good, and then my life is going to reflect that. And I've just learned to be very patient with the process. It's like you just get used to, it's a transformation. It might take a few years, but when you actually commit to choosing love for yourself and seeing yourself in the most loving ways and doing the work in whatever way that feels right to you, that's how you're going to reveal yourself to yourself. That's how you're going to get in touch with who you really are. That's how you're going to really start to love being you, because it's going to feel good to be you. It literally, authenticity feels good in your body. If it doesn't feel good in your body, trust that you are transforming into that. That's the shift. You are always moving towards it. You are always transforming towards it. You are always stepping into your power. more and more and more. And even if you have to look at old things a bunch of times, know that each time you're doing it, you're seeing it with a new awareness, because they're like, hey, time for you to level up more on this. How can you take this thing that you still hold some type of guilt or shame or discomfort? You don't want to look at it. Maybe it's about your abundance. Maybe it's about love. Maybe it's forcing you to look more in your heart, to say, hey, I deserve to live with an open fucking heart, a heart that feels good, a heart that can give love and receive love, and allows itself to be expressed so that I can attract and be with the people I'm meant to be with, and to be working with the people I'm meant to be working with, and to be living a lifestyle that feels good to me, because I'm the creator of my reality. It's not a joke. The more you commit to being the creator of your reality, the more you will start to learn how to be the creator of your reality. And that's the proof that you're the creator of your reality. Because the more you do it, the more access you're given. It's like you're becoming aware, how can I create in this area of my life? How can I create in this area of my life? How can I create in my body? How can I create in my mind? How can I create in my choices and the way I direct my energy? And you become more aware, more conscious, more human. You become, oh, that's beautiful. You become more human because you're here. You're not just a fucking negative trauma-based programming, fear-based programming. You're not living in illusion anymore. You're living in the truth, and you're feeling it because you're starting to feel good, because your body's actually starting to feel good and make progress, and your health is feeling better. You're feeling more alive. You have more creativity. You have more energy. And even if you're not feeling that way right now, again, you're moving towards that. Sometimes we need periods of rest. I've needed so much rest during all of this. I still need rest all the time because it takes so much energy to explore yourself. And then you have to learn how to shift your energy in ways that feel good. And the more aligned and heart aligned you are in your choices and the way you're living and what you're doing on a regular basis and why you're doing things and what you're putting your attention on, you start to feel more alive. You start to feel good. When you finally stop making everyone else's sufferings bigger than your own suffering, you have to want to end your suffering first if you ever want to help other people end their suffering. You can only help people end their suffering and liberate themselves if you have first ended your suffering and liberated yourself. And there's no reason that you can't do that. There's no reason that that is not your God-given right. Why would God withhold that from you? Why would God ever be withholding well-being and abundant and enjoyable life from you? Why would God ever do that? You're not here to be punished. You are not here just to suffer. Use your suffering. Use your suffering to teach you how powerful of a creator you are, because you can transform all of it if you're willing to commit and have some fucking faith. If you are willing to have some faith, some real faith, not some little bullshit, whatever. I don't know where I was going with that. Faith. Just real faith. Real faith that there is a loving God, a loving source that is fucking helping you. Is that so hard to believe? Why is that so hard for us to actually believe? For that to actually be the truth? Because it is. The proof is in, the more you have faith in it, the more it actually helps you. It just does. When you make your God love, beautiful, infinite, divine love, just choose love all the fucking time, all over the place. Because why would it ever help you to choose something that's not love? How will that ever help you? It doesn't mean that we ignore everything else. We feel everything that needs to be felt so that we can learn how to transform it into love. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the game. Choose love or continue suffering. Because at first you just start choosing love and you still suffer until you learn how to choose love better. And then you get good at choosing love. And then you get it. You get it. Right? You get it. I hope you get it. I really hope you get it. Guys, reality is fucking beautiful. It is. We just have to remember how to live it. We just have to remember how to do good at it. But we know how to do it. Our souls know how to do it. All of us are designed to know how to do it. We know love. We just have to remember it. And that takes commitment, dedication, devotion, perseverance, a little bit of messiness, or a lot of it. Just fucking do what you gotta do, all right? Do what you need to do to wake the fuck up, because it's too good. There's the love that is available is too fucking good for you to just be like, well, I'm gonna suffer for the rest of this life. You don't have to. You're gonna have to suffer for a little bit longer, but you can learn not to suffer so much. Certainly you can reduce your suffering, if nothing else. If nothing else. And once you learn how much you can reduce your suffering, you'll realize that eventually you can reduce a lot of your suffering, and then you'll realize maybe, just maybe, you can actually reduce pretty much all of your suffering if you stick at it and have a good attitude. At least sometimes. Just saying. Life is what you make it. That's just a fact. But how much are you willing to make that your reality and actually believe it? Love you guys.